Hello everybody and welcome back to Zoo Tycoon 2. Today we're making some little exhibits, doing some touch-up work around our zoo. I was looking around and I was like, we got a lot of blank areas over here. We might as well start making some exhibits in them just to fill that space. I wanted to do some kind of weird cave biome exhibit with some bats and stuff, but I played around with the bats off camera and they don't drink water, so they get sick and just complain the entire time. So I can't put the bats in. If anybody knows of a good bat mod that we can then do some cave shenanigans with, please let me know, because right now it's just not viable for our zoo with my current bats that I have installed. So instead I'm putting in a little lemur exhibit here. I figured that you got the African safari going on, that's like your middle of Africa. Then the lemurs are more Madagascar region, which is more southern Africa. So I figured they'd be good in this area. So I'm just setting up a cool exhibit for them. There's all kinds of awesome new monkey rope swings and stuff that I have found from some mod. It might have been Arabian Nights, I don't quite remember. But I wanted to just get a little exhibit for these guys set up over here. And I'm just doing some extra work with the fences just to make the place look a little bit nicer. It's something that you can do with your fences just on any corners if you're using the stone ones. Just put in the little pointed ones like that to just give it a little bit of extra flavor in the exhibit. And then we're going to turn this little area back here into a tiny little food court, just with some extra stands for people to get some food and have a rest, etc., etc., etc. It's real nice. Our Jeep system actually is not going too great. People are complaining that there needs to be more safari-themed objects on it. So I've been trying to add stuff in and out to make it a little bit more fun for them. Frankly, I don't care. It's there for the fun. We got a 5-star zoo. I have also figured out a money hack as well to get us more money. And a lot of people may be sad or mad that I'm using a money hack in order to get infinite funds. But once again, it's just like, I don't really care because I want to have the money to make cool exhibits and make stuff look nice. And I would rather kind of cheat to get that money than to play fair and, we'll get into year 28 of the zoo and I'll have to sit offline and just have it go through so I can get money over and over. It's just not how I want to play this game. So in case I don't think I've already talked about this in a video, but if you don't know the money hack, the chain aviaries, which is a download that I got, I believe, from just the Zoo Tycoon 2 mod database, might have been a Sophie download, I'm not positive, but you can place them down for 100, sell them for 200, so you can basically double your money by placing these fences and doing that. You may see me do it in this video. I don't quite remember if I had to get extra money in this one or not, but I can basically get us to an infinite amount of money at any point, just with a little bit of extra time and commitment to me not wanting to kill myself after spending a long time placing fences and then deleting fences. But we have this little open area right here. It wasn't quite big enough to put an exhibit, in my opinion, so I figured we might as well put in a little bit bigger of a food court than what we originally had. I mean, this is going back to, this was our original food court when we first started up here. Things have changed infinitely. So we're going to add in some nice bathrooms here. We're going to move our kangaroo bouncy ride so that kids can get on it still, but on the other side. And then we're just going to throw in some bathrooms. And at first I had those big ones, but I'm starting to be more for the smaller bathrooms. They're not as efficient, but they look nicer and fit better in all other locations possible. So I want to make sure we have some dessert carts because, let's be honest, it's one of the only complaints that I get up in the top of the screen, besides, your Galapagos tortoises hate you, because they're animals straight from hell in this game. And you'll see in the next episode that we get to, freely get rid of our Galapagos tortoises, which is great. But, we'll just place this stuff in here. I figure we might as well put in, a fountain of sorts in here as well. So we did the basic Zoo Tycoon 2 elephant fountain. People will enjoy it immensely. It looks real nice right there. So then I'm thinking, okay, so let's decorate this area over here. We got a wide open space over here as well. I'm just starting to prepare for expanding our zoo out into the back of it, which is going to have some more marine animals and some more cool exhibits to get stuff going here. But I'm looking through the animals, I'm like, yo, we should put in a bald eagle. So this is the America section. I'm saving the game real quick. If your game is crashing, mine's been crashing a lot lately, do not, when you hit the zookeeper tab on an animal, do not then try to click the animal back from that little image in the top left of that box, because it will crash your game if you have certain mods installed, and that's what I've been running into. So I've just been saving every once in a while so I don't save my progress here. We're going to make a aviary here for our bald eagles, and then we're going to do something cool with the paths. A lot of people may not like this. They're going to think it looks really lame and cheesy. In my opinion, it actually looks pretty cool, and it fits in real nice once you see the exhibit here. But the bald eagles are going to be cool. You got to think about what people want to see when they come to a zoo, and what's better than the bird of America? This is our national bird. Represents freedom. What a time to be alive. We got our bald eagles in our zoo. I'm thrilled. So I'm just kind of creating a roof on this. I don't want them to fly out of here, and it's going to look nicer if we have the roof on. I'll be honest, I don't quite know how to work the actual aviary elevated paths. They act a little bit screwy, and I can't see them when I'm placing them. So I just went with a stone roof instead. It's not going to bother anybody here, and it's not going to bother our eagles as well. They're going to like this just fine. So I'm just throwing in all of the eagles' various stuff. Meat, fish, chicks, which is one of my new favorites to place in a exhibit, and then just some water for them as well. They will actually use the lookout post, which is kind of cool. First animal in our zoo so far to utilize that as well. And they also play with the balls, which I find a little bit interesting. I mean, they're a bird. I don't really see a bird wanting to, go and play kickball or anything, but there you go. And, I mean, that's basically their exhibit. I like it a lot. It fits in with this area really nice. And, yeah, that's about all there is to that. So now we're going to work on the area surrounding our exhibit once I put in these donation machines and some benches. And this is where you're going to be like, really, Tyler? This is what you decided to do? Yes. Don't judge me. We're going to put an American flag into our exhibit using the red and blue and white paths here. And it ended up working out pretty okay once I fixed this up right here. And it doesn't look terrible. I mean, it could look better, but it doesn't look terrible. I thought it was humorous. I hope you guys do too. It was an interesting thing to add in. Just another little stupid design detail that you could choose to do if you so desire to do so. We will end up putting in some food over there, as well as some bathrooms. Once again, decorating with some trees. My new favorite tree to put in is that one right there. I think it's an oak from the grassland biome. I definitely think it was added via a mod, but I'm not positive what mod it was. So I apologize if you really want that tree. It is an incredibly nice looking tree. That's one nice tree. That's a nice boulder. But in this case, it's actually a tree. So we'll just throw in some food stands here, some coffee and some burgers, because that's about as Murica as you can get. And then just some popcorn, some gift cards. And then on the other side, we'll put in the bathrooms here. And this time I will use the larger bathrooms just because why not. And then 2 ATMs, because every once in a while you'll get a complaint from the guests saying, why are there no ATMs, blah, 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 blah. So here is your 2 ATMs. You guys can find them. If you're on the other side of the zoo, it sucks for you. You can go find the ATMs on another part of the zoo. That's fine. So our funds are shrinking here. Don't you dare worry. They're going to be just fine by the next episode, because I am going to utilize my money hack. I've literally just been going to the back of the zoo and making lines of fences and then just taking the delete tool and running down the line of the fences. It works out really well and allows me to have more flexibility while making my exhibits, and I can work on making them look nice. So here I'm just trying to find something to add in here. The mineral deposit works well. I don't know if the guests can even be happy when seeing that, but it fits well in this area. And when we eventually put in our Skytram system, that will work as something that helps people become happy on those as well. So we'll put it in there now and hope for the best later. I think it looks nice. That's kind of the extent of what I was doing there. Some drinking fountains are always good as well, just so that guests aren't complaining, oh, there's nothing to drink, oh, there's nothing to, I'm so parched, I'm so thirsty. This way they're just, if you're thirsty, go drink from the drinking fountain and call it a day. Once again, we're doing 2 females, 1 male. That's like my new way of doing things, because it works so much better. And then, in case you didn't see in the last episode, I don't know if it was the last episode or if I did this on another, just off camera, we now have elephants in our safari, as well as warthogs. Were they in there before? I don't quite remember. But here I'm just trying to add in some extra stuff for these people to be happy about. I don't think I put in that geyser. Instead, I put in another mineral deposit, and then that's that there. So we got an achievement for gaining donations in marine animals, and I was like, what marine animals are in our place? But I think it might be the penguins, so that's that there. I'm just trying to take care of some of our animals as well. The elephants are having a trouble being stimulated, so I threw in some durians in certain areas. I threw in one of the easels for them to paint, and then some of the elephant logs. And then our zebras were not happy because they were flying all over the place and climbing on walls and couldn't reach their food. So here I'm just showing off, this is the hack I've been doing, literally just placing the aviary fences and then deleting them to get extra money. It's nothing too complicated, but it works out really nicely, a little bit less complicated than some of the other ones that I've seen online. But that's going to do it for this episode. If you enjoyed, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.